Democrats began competing with Republicans to prove they could be even tougher on them.
Oh, I think we've got we've got somebody saying here, we have to bring them to heel.
And so it was President Bill Clinton who escalated the drug war far beyond what his Republican predecessors even dreamed possible.
Okay, we'll talk
I'm
about it.
not a super predator, Hillary Clinton.
Okay, fine, we'll talk about it.
You apologize to black people for mass incarceration?
Well, can I talk? And then maybe you can listen to what I say. Okay, fine. Thank you.
And it was President Clinton that championed laws denying federal financial aid to drug offenders for college.
You're being rude. It's not appropriate. This is not appropriate.
That's rude.
Now, do you want to hear the facts or just want to talk?
I know that you called black youth super predators in 1994. Please explain the record. Explain it to us. You owe black people an apology.
Excuse us. That's inappropriate.
If you will give me a chance to talk, I'll approach your side. You know what? Nobody's ever asked me before. You're the first person to ask me.
It was President Clinton who championed laws banning people with criminal convictions from access to public housing so that people wouldn't have housing upon release from prison. It was the Clinton administration that championed laws denying even food stamps.
Not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. 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 Bring them to heel.
And I'm happy to address it, but you are the first person to ask me here. Okay, back to the issues. The issues that I think are important.
Did you enjoy the hypocrisy of identity politics in real-life situation when they know cameras are filming? HRC apparently did not have an African American in the team to take care of the situation in a manner that would not be offensive. At 1:02 mark, they send the poor young Asian descent staffer who obviously has no clue what to do or say. Then, short pants Podesta type, how many of those does she have, comes at the 1:08 mark with the water guns and the muscles to escort our hero of the day out. Point made. You will see in the complete video that to end this epic incident without anyone's help, Hillary sinks even deeper by saying, back to the issues, implying that this African-American girl's demands were not one of them. Did you catch Michelle Alexander's powerful statement about the Clintons' fight to make impossible social reinsertion for black people? Look how it contrasts with what Trump is doing.
And just weeks ago, both parties united for groundbreaking criminal justice reform. They said it couldn't be done. Last year, I heard through friends the story of Alice Johnson. I was deeply moved. In 1997, Alice was sentenced to life in prison as a first-time nonviolent drug offender. Over the next 22 years, she became a prison minister, inspiring others to choose a better path. She had a big impact on that prison population and far beyond. Alice's story underscores the disparities and unfairness that can exist in criminal sentencing and the need to remedy this total injustice. She served almost that 22 years and had expected to be in prison for the remainder of her life. In June, I commuted Alice's sentence. When I saw Alice's beautiful family greet her at the prison gates hugging and kissing and crying and laughing. I knew I did something right. Alice is with us tonight, and she is a terrific woman. Terrific. Alice, please. Alice, thank you for reminding us that we always have the power to shape our own destiny. Thank you very much, Alice. Thank you very much. Inspired by stories like Alice's, my administration worked closely with members of both parties to sign the First Step Act into law. Big deal. It's a big deal. This legislation reformed sentencing laws that have wrongly and disproportionately harmed the African American community. The First Step Act gives nonviolent offenders the chance to re-enter society as productive, law-abiding citizens. Now, states across the country are following our lead. America is a nation that believes in redemption. We are also joined tonight by Matthew Charles from Tennessee. In 1996, at the age of 30, Matthew was sentenced to 35 years for selling drugs and related offenses. Over the next 2 decades, he completed more than 30 Bible studies, became a law clerk, and mentored many of his fellow inmates. Now Matthew is the very first person to be released from prison under the First Step Act. Matthew, please.